What if there's another version of you, one who's already living your dream life, trying to send you a message right now? Have you ever wondered if those strange coincidences, deja vu moments, or intense dreams could actually be clues? In this video, we're uncovering the hidden messages from your parallel self, guidance that could hold the answers to the struggles you've been facing. What if by tapping into this unseen connection, you could unlock the path to success, clarity, and transformation? Pay attention because you're about to discover how these subtle signs could be the key to everything you've been searching for. Make sure you watch all the way to the end. Have you ever wondered if there's more to your life than what you're experiencing right now? What if every choice you've ever made, and every choice you didn't, actually exists somewhere? That's the incredible idea behind quantum superposition. It's the notion that multiple versions of you could be living out different possibilities at the exact same time. Imagine, in one reality, you've taken that leap of faith, quit your job, or made a life-changing decision, while in another, you've stayed on your current path. All of these versions of you are real, and they're happening simultaneously. But here's the kicker: what if one of those versions is trying to send you a message? This idea becomes even more fascinating when you bring in something called the multiverse theory. Scientists like Hugh Everett have proposed that each time you make a decision, you're creating a split in reality. Think of it as branching timelines. Every major or minor choice creates another version of you, living out the alternate possibilities. Picture it: you've decided to stay at your job today, but in another universe, the you that quit is already out there, living a completely different life. It's wild to think that there's an infinite number of realities, all coexisting, and these other versions of you are just as real as the one you're aware of. But why does this matter? Because your consciousness, the very thing that makes you aware of yourself, might just be the key to accessing these different realities. Quantum physics suggests that when you observe or focus on something, you bring it into your experience. In other words, your awareness literally shapes your reality. So, if you could consciously tune into another version of yourself, one that's already achieved the things you're striving for, what could that mean for your life? The power is in your hands to choose the version of reality you want to experience. This is where the connection to other versions of yourself becomes essential. If you could tap into the wisdom and experience of those parallel versions of you, wouldn't that be game-changing? While quantum physics gives us the scientific foundation to understand that these parallel realities exist, the spiritual side helps us grasp how you can communicate with them, and why it could completely shift your life. Imagine how much clarity, confidence, and direction you'd have if you knew what your most successful self is already doing and could apply that knowledge right now. Everything in existence is connected through a universal consciousness, an infinite web where every thought, intention, and action creates ripples across realities. Think of it like energy flowing through an interconnected field, shaping not just the life you're living now, but every parallel version of you in existence. The fascinating part? Every version of you, living in these different realities, is still connected to you, and what you think, feel, or believe influences all of them. Your energy transcends this one life and spills into the infinite versions of you across the multiverse. Each choice you make doesn't just affect the path you're on, it creates entirely new possibilities. Every decision manifests a new version of you in parallel realities, each living out different potentials. Now, picture this: some of these alternate versions of you are living in greater peace, abundance, or understanding. What if they could send guidance back to you? What if, by tuning in, you could access insights and wisdom from these versions of yourself that have already overcome the struggles you're facing? It's all about vibrational frequency. These realities aren't separated by distance, but by energy. While they may seem out of reach, they're just a shift in awareness away. The barriers between realities are thin, made up of vibrational differences. By raising your own vibration through positive thoughts, gratitude, or meditation, you can align more closely with the version of you that's living the life you aspire to. Now, here's where things get really interesting. How can you tell when another version of yourself is trying to reach you? The signs are subtle, but they're all around. You just have to be aware enough to notice. Have you ever been hit with that eerie feeling like you've lived through a moment before? It's like time bends and you're standing at the intersection of past, present, and future. But what if it's not just deja vu? What if these moments are glimpses of another version of you, living a different life in a parallel reality? Maybe, just maybe, these brief flashes aren't coincidences, they're windows into the life of a you who's already been there, done that. Imagine the possibility. These experiences could be messages, subtle whispers from another timeline offering guidance, based on the path they've already walked. What if everything familiar wasn't just a memory, but a signpost from the multiverse? Then there are those so-called coincidences that make you pause and think, wait, this can't be random. These synchronicities, like repeatedly seeing the same numbers, symbols, or phrases, could actually be coded messages from your parallel self. Think about the times you've noticed angel numbers like 1111 or 444 appearing when you're on the verge of something significant. What if these repeating patterns are your parallel self, giving you a nod, showing you that you're aligned or that change is coming? It's almost as if they're breadcrumb trails, scattered across your path by the other you, guiding you toward the outcomes they've already lived through. As Carl Jung said, synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. What if your eyes have been half open this whole time? Now, dive into your dreams. Lucid dreams, those moments where you become aware inside the dream, might be more than just fascinating experiences. They could be portals, linking you to the lives of your parallel selves. Every strange face, unknown place, or bizarre scenario in your dreams could actually be a snapshot from another timeline, a version of you living out alternate possibilities. Have you ever woken up feeling like the dream was more real than your waking life? What if that's because, in that moment, you crossed the thin veil separating your reality from theirs? Or think about those times you felt out of place, like something isn't quite right, even though you can't pinpoint why. That disorientation could be your consciousness momentarily tuning into a parallel reality, nudging you toward a version of yourself that's living more in line with your true desires. It's as if your higher self is whispering, "There's more for you, this isn't all there is." It's like the universe is giving you a nudge, showing you that somewhere, another you is living the life you crave. They've already made the choices you're scared to make, and they're sending you signals to shift your path. And let's not forget about intuition, that gut feeling that sometimes hits you with a force you can't ignore. But what if it's more than just instinct? What if it's a direct line to another version of you, one that's already faced the decisions you're contemplating? When you suddenly feel the urge to quit your job, end a relationship, or dive headfirst into a new project, it could be that this version of you has already experienced the outcome, and they're sending you the playbook. They know what works, and they're guiding you toward it. These are more than just whispers from within, they're echoes from across realities, urging you to take the leap, because they already know how it ends. Imagine that each version of you vibrates at a unique frequency. The version of you thriving in peace, abundance, and success? They're operating at a higher frequency than the version bogged down by fear, self-doubt, or stagnation. This isn't just an abstract idea, it's a very real concept that can transform your personal development. The higher your vibration, the more aligned you become with these evolved, empowered versions of yourself. And the incredible part? You can start tuning into them right now. Think about it like this: every action, every thought, every emotion you feel carries a certain vibration. When you're weighed down by negativity or stuck in a mindset of lack, you're vibrating at a lower frequency. But when you raise your vibration, when you cultivate gratitude, compassion, and positive energy, you begin to shift toward those higher versions of yourself. A version of you who has already overcome the challenges you're facing is out there, vibrating at that higher frequency, waiting for you to connect. All you have to do is tune in. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to raise your vibration is through daily gratitude. It's more than just a mood booster, it's like flipping a switch in your energy field, instantly lifting you to a higher frequency. By focusing on what you appreciate, you're aligning yourself with the version of you that already lives in a state of abundance. It's no coincidence that when you practice gratitude, life starts to feel smoother and opportunities seem to flow your way. Another key is forgiveness. When you hold onto anger or resentment, it creates blocks in your energy field, trapping you in a lower vibration. But letting go, whether it's forgiving someone else or yourself, releases these energetic chains and frees you to align with the more evolved versions of you. These versions have already learned the lessons, they've let go of the pain, and they're vibrating on a level that you can access by clearing the old energy that's holding you back. Now, imagine consciously working to raise your vibration every day. Through meditation, positive affirmations, and focusing on the outcomes you desire, you can align more deeply with the versions of yourself who have already mastered the areas of life where you're seeking growth. Whether it's financial abundance, emotional peace, or physical well-being, the guidance from these parallel selves is already available to you. It's like tuning a radio, you just have to find the right frequency. Picture this, there's a version of you who has already unlocked the success you crave. They've navigated the same obstacles, found the answers, and they're waiting to guide you. But the key is being in the right energetic state to receive their wisdom. When you raise your vibration, you become receptive to the subtle, yet powerful, energetic nudges from these versions of yourself. This is how you fast-track your personal development, by aligning with the success, wisdom, and clarity that already exist in another reality. To start communicating with your parallel selves, meditation and visualization are powerful tools. Meditation helps you quiet your mind, allowing you to tune into the subtle frequencies where these alternate versions of you exist. It's like opening a channel to their wisdom. Imagine sitting in silence, feeling the energy shift around you, and asking your higher self for guidance. Through deep meditation, you can tap into the experiences of a version of yourself who has already navigated the challenges you're facing now. Visualization is another way to connect. Picture a version of yourself who has already achieved your most desired goals, whether it's financial freedom, emotional healing, or a state of deep peace. Close your eyes and see yourself living that life. What does it feel like? What advice would that version of you give? As you practice this visualization, you'll start to receive intuitive nudges, flashes of insight, or even feelings that can guide you in your current reality. Dream journaling is also an essential practice for connecting with parallel realities. Dreams are often bridges between worlds, and keeping track of them can unlock messages from your other selves. By writing down your dreams, especially vivid or lucid ones, you can start to see patterns. Maybe you keep dreaming of the same place or person. These recurring themes can hold clues to what your parallel versions are experiencing and the wisdom they're trying to share. Listening to your intuition is key. That inner voice, that gut feeling, might be a direct line to a more experienced version of yourself. When you practice mindfulness and stay aware of those quiet nudges, you strengthen your connection to these other realities. You'll start to notice that when you trust your intuition, things tend to fall into place more smoothly. It's as if the version of you who has already been through it all is guiding you. Then, there's the power of synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. Have you ever noticed repeated symbols, numbers, or situations, like constantly seeing the number 1111 or running into the same person in different places? These aren't just coincidences, they could be messages from another version of yourself, pointing you toward the path that aligns with your highest potential. Stay aware and reflect on these moments. Ask yourself, what could this mean? What is it trying to tell me? By opening yourself to these signs, you'll begin to see that these synchronicities are like breadcrumbs, leading you toward the life you've always wanted. These practices, meditation, visualization, dream journaling, tuning into intuition, and interpreting synchronicities, aren't just abstract ideas. They're practical steps that can help you bridge the gap between where you are and where your most evolved, successful, and enlightened version of yourself already exists. They hold the keys to fast-tracking your personal growth and unlocking the life that's waiting for you in another reality. Let's do a quick recap. Parallel realities aren't just a fascinating concept, they're real, and they're happening right now. Whether it's through moments like deja vu, dreams, or those sudden gut feelings, other versions of you are sending messages, guiding you toward the life you truly desire. These signs are there to help you, and all you need to do is pay attention. These signs are more than just coincidences, they're guiding you, nudging you toward your highest potential. Now it's time for you to take action. Start paying closer attention to those little signs in your life. Practice mindfulness, express gratitude daily, and set aside time for meditation. By raising your vibration, you'll become more in tune with these other versions of yourself that already have the answers you're seeking. You hold the key to unlocking your most desired reality. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you never miss an update on fresh content as it's released. Here's a final thought to carry with you: you are never alone on your journey. Every version of you, from every possible reality, is working with you. All you need to do is listen, trust, and follow the signs. You are already living the Ife of your dreams in another reality. Now it's time to bring that version into this one. If you're ready to claim this for yourself, type in the comments, "I am aligned with my highest potential." Thank you for being here today, for taking the time to dive deep into this profound topic. I see your growth, your light, and your dedication, and it's truly inspiring. Keep shining your beautiful light. Until next time.